Check this out, I am now stood right inside the hull of the Abana. How amazing is this? Just look at that view, isn't it absolutely amazing? And check this out here. There it is, it's absolutely massive. So, welcome to another video, a walk on the wild side. Now I'm here on Blackpool Beach. I'm about three and a half miles away from Blackpool Tower. I just want to give you an idea of where I am. I'm almost opposite the Shipwreck Castle Hotel. Can you see the Shipwreck Castle Hotel there behind me? And you might just be able to see Blackpool Tower and the North Pier. Let's zoom in and see if we can see them. Yeah, so that's Blackpool Tower there and the North Pier, about 3.5 miles away. And it's actually quite hazy today. It's not very clear at all, but it's a nice day all the same. Okay, so the reason I'm up this part of the beach is I want to show you something really interesting just up here. Back in the late 1800s, there was a ship sailing from Liverpool, which is just down the coast here, and it was sailing all the way to Savannah in Georgia. It's a large ship, cargo ship called the Abana, registered in Norway. And what happened was it got caught in a storm just out here in the Irish Sea, and it got pushed inland, and it ended up beaching just up here. And that happened way back in 1894, just as Blackpool Tower had just been completed. It's about a 10-minute walk just up the beach from here. Let's go and take a closer look, shall we? So I'll just give you an idea of where the remains of this shipwreck is. So we've got the Shipwreck Castle there, and that's a turn round, and we're now making our way towards the shipwreck. I have actually featured this in another video. I featured it on a live stream back in the winter, and that video went insane. It had over 1,200 viewers. It was absolutely incredible. But I thought I'd do a video on it specially, just to show you this amazing shipwreck and what's left of the Abana. There's quite a bit to see. It's amazing how much there is that you can see of this shipwreck. Now the important thing is you do need to have the tide right out. Now at the moment, as you can see, the tide is right out, because if the tide's sort of halfway in, you're not going to be able to see it at all. I want to give you an idea of how you can see it from the promenade, so let's go and have a look and see how you can see it if you're at the Shipwreck Castle. So I just wanted to show you this view of the Abana wreck from the promenade close to the Shipwreck Castle Hotel, just to give you an idea of where to look for it. You can see it from the hotel quite easily, as long as the tide's right out, like it is right now. If I zoom in now, you can see the tide is pretty much out as far as it goes, and you can see the wreck there. So you do need to get it when the tide is quite far out, otherwise you're not going to be able to see it at all. Yeah, so there you go. That's the sort of view of it that you would get from the Shipwreck Castle, and like I say, you do need to have the tide right out to have a good chance of seeing it. And yeah, if you come down, come and have a look, because it's pretty amazing to see this old shipwreck that's been here for all these years. Amazing. And by the way, all of the crew that were on the ship were all rescued, and they were all taken to the Red Lion Hotel, which is on Devonshire Road. And the bell of the ship was actually that now hangs in St Andrew's Church in Cleveleys, which is just over there. St Andrew's Church. The ship's bell hangs in the church there. So there you go. Okay, we are almost here at the wreck. The remains of the Abana shipwreck here on Blackpool Beach. Look at this, isn't it absolutely amazing? Anyway, if I look this way, I just want to give you an idea of, it's almost directly opposite Anchersholme Park. You know where the tram tracks split from the promenade and go through Cleveleys? That's where we are, just to give you a better idea of where it is. And it's probably about 5 minutes walk out from the promenade, so it's not that far to go. And as you can see, the tide is right out here, so we can walk all the way around it and check it out. Amazing, isn't it? I tell you what, it's a really nice day today. It's quite hazy, but yeah, it's a really nice day. But look at this, check this out. This is the wreck of the Abana, registered in Norway, was sailing from Liverpool to Savannah, Georgia in 1894. Got caught in a storm, all the sails were ripped off, ended up floundering here just north of Blackpool, and it's about afternoon time, and the alarm was raised. The lifeboat was called. I think the lifeboat had to be carried across land to get here, and they managed to rescue all the crew, including the dog, which belonged to the Captain Danielson. Even the lifeboat ran aground, you know, when they were trying to save the people on the boat. But yeah, everybody was saved, which is great, and they were all taken to the Red Line Hotel to recuperate. Yeah, just look at that view, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. And check this out here. Like I say, I did do a live stream on this back in the winter, and it just went absolutely mental, and I thought I'd come down here and film it properly. Slightly better quality as well, because the live streams tend to be a little bit kind of soft, you know, but there it is. It's absolutely massive. So this is obviously the bottom part of the hull. The rest of it will have probably been salvaged or maybe floated away, but it's amazing just how much of this is still here after all this time, over 125 years. And to think as well that they thought that the crew thought that Blackpool Tower was a lighthouse, and it had just been completed that year as well, 1894. Blackpool Tower had just been completed when this ship ran aground here in Blackpool. Amazing. Yeah, it was an absolutely huge ship, and to think it was sailing all the way to the east coast of America from here, and it never got there, and it ended up right here. I tell you what, it's really muddy down here, you know. If you come down here to have a look, you might want to put your wellies on or some good boots, because it's very muddy down here. But just check this out, isn't it amazing? The Abana was built in New Brunswick, Canada, and it was launched in 1874, so it sailed for about 20 years. It was wrecked here in Blackpool in 1894. Now, the alarm was first raised by the landlord of the Cleveleys Hotel, which is probably somewhere up there. I'm not quite sure where the Cleveleys Hotel is or was, but back then the promenade won't have been developed as much as it is now, so they probably had a good view of the beach. Now, what ended up happening was, like I say, they rescued everybody on board, and they took the bell and the dog, and the bell and the dog were actually given to the landlord of the Cleveleys Hotel. How about that? But the bell itself now hangs these days in St Andrew's Church here in Cleveleys. And here's another interesting fact as well, quite a coincidence. So we've got the Abana here, wrecked all that time ago in 1894. Now in 2008, you might have heard about the Riverdance ferry, which was travelling from, I can't remember where it was travelling from, I think it was going to the Isle of Man or Ireland or something, and it ran aground in a storm just up here, literally just minutes walk away from the Abana. Absolutely amazing. It brought crowds of people from all over the place to see this wreck of the Riverdance ferry just here. Absolutely amazing. Check this out, I am now stood right inside the hull of the Abana. How amazing is this? It's just amazing how well preserved the wood is. Just look at this. Wowzers. So there you go, that was my video on the Abana shipwreck here on Blackpool Beach. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? Anyway, why not come and check it out yourself if you're here in Blackpool? Just make sure that the tide's out to give yourself a good chance of seeing all of it. And don't forget to put some wellies or good boots on as well, because it's quite muddy around here. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again next time.